Hey friends, it's Rachel with the Ponds Farmhouse, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a little dried flower idea that I have. I have been drying a lot of my flowers this summer and anticipating what I was going to do with them. I love dried flower arrangements, but I actually had this idea of using the dried flowers in an old window, and then I had another idea. I have this frame that I have had for a while, and I had taken out what I had put in it. So I'm actually going to use this frame to make my dried flower arrangement. I also have another frame that I'm going to test. I don't know how that's going to do. It's got a really deep little recessed area here, so I'm going to see if I can work with that as well. But anyway, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to show you how I'm putting the frame together so that the dried flowers will really kind of look three-dimensional, which they will be actually in there. And so I'll bring my camera down so that you can see exactly what I'm doing and how I'm setting up my frame for this dried flower arrangement. So let's get started. Okay, this frame, as you can see, just like a lot of my projects, has been used for many different projects. I had actually had this fiberboard on here in white, and so what I did was I just cut this out of here, and then I've got another piece of fiberboard in black, and I'm just going to attach it right over the top of this so that it'll kind of have a shadow box effect to it when we get finished. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to hot glue this on here, and then we're going to be taking several of these stems that I have already dried, and what I'm going to do to make this work is I'm going to cut this really close to the end here. I'm going to take some of that off, so I've still got a little bit of a leaf, and cut a little bit more off. And then that way I've got, when I put it on there, it's going to be more like this. So each one of them. So we're going to do that. I'm also going to be adding some moss to it because I want it to have kind of a grassy feel around the edges of it. So we're going to be adding that on. So we're going to get started here. As soon as my hot glue gun gets fired up, we're going to go ahead and get started putting this together. Okay, we're just going to get some hot glue going here on this. There we go. Get some hot glue going here on the back side of this frame so we can get our fiberboard attached to it. Go over this a little bit heavier. Okay, and then we're just going to center this up on the board so that we've got get that covered really good. And now we're going to go ahead and turn this over so that we can see. Let's see, I'm going to do it this way so that we can see them. There we go. Now, we're going to go ahead. The very first thing we want to do is go ahead and put some of the, let's see. Okay, this is the top of my board. So we're going to go ahead and put some of this moss down into this bottom area here. And so I'm going to use some hot glue. Just squeeze some in there. And then we're going to place the moss into it. We want to get this whole little bottom area covered good with the moss. Kind of squeeze it down into the frame here. I'm gonna put a little bit more over here, just so we've got a little bit. Okay. And now some of this will fall off when we pick it up, but that'll be okay. Okay, the very first thing I want to do is I have one really good little sunflower, so we're going to put this one in first. And I'm just going to put a little hot glue on the back here. And go ahead and put this one down. I'm also going to put the stem on there. So we want to put the stem right in there with the sunflower. Next, I have one of my zinnias, and I'm going to take one of my stems. We're going to cut it down to size. Put the stem and actually that one's a little bit larger than the one that I had intended to use there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little small one and we're going to put it right at the top. Okay. Put another stem down in here. And this you can just play around with it until you have it the way you want it, because I'm just going to kind of put some of my larger pieces in first, so that I've got a good idea of balance here. Stick this one right in here. And put another little hot glue right here.